welcome to Let's Talk About It. Yep, this is the first episode of the year of Let's Talk About It. I tried this a few months ago. Before I really got deep into it, I had got burned out. But we're back again because I want to actually try this again. So let's talk about it. So at least at the first few episodes of Let's Talk About It, it's not gonna be that grand, not that amazing because, like I said, I'm just getting started with it. I probably will put a thumbnail. Yeah, I'm gonna put a thumb. I'll probably I'm gonna put a thumbnail because I want to keep the look consistent. So I will put a thumbnail up. But other than that, at least when it comes down to the talk points and how the flow of things would, let's talk about it. We'll figure it out eventually. We're getting there. So as of now, at least these first two episodes of this week will just straight up be just off the hip, just completely random until I get towards the point that if, that I have a structure. I mean, technically I do have a structure, but I just want to get used to just getting things going and again and what's over. So I want to go ahead and let's talk about doing, just doing these small things for people, and you don't have to do these amazing, spectacular things as whatsoever. Now, don't get me wrong. It's great. It's good to do those magnificent, grand things, but sometimes when it comes down to it, the little things really does actually count. Because let's be honest when it comes to it. When you sit there, when you do these amazing grand things, first of all, let's say this again. It's beautiful. It's great. There's nothing wrong with doing none of that. And I'm not trying to discourage anybody to do these amazing things. By all means, go ahead and do it. But are you doing it for them or are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for them or are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it to make them feel good or are you doing it for a show? So the reason why we should actually go ahead and do it or not do it, the reason why we should at least start off with the small things. Because once we start off with the small things, we can start to learn and figure out, okay, this person likes that. This person likes this. Okay, maybe this will work and that will work. And we just have to sit there and just do the little things. Just sit to see how it works, see how they react. Because at the end of the day, you begin to actually really learn what really makes them tick, what really actually makes them happy. Because when you sit there and you do these big, amazing things, you tend to not see what this person's really get excited for. And maybe and thing is, like, once you do these grand, amazing things, a lot of people, they probably just saying, oh, I love it. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's whatever. Just so they won't make you feel bad. They're not just being real with you. They saying that just so so that you won't feel bad that you spent all that time and effort and work that you done for them. That's why once you actually go ahead and do the little things, it's very inexpensive. It's very cheap. I'm not saying it's a cheap price. Far from that. I'm not saying it's, something very cheap and you're doing cheap things. What I'm saying is, as for you, as pertaining to you and what's going on with you, it's cheaper for you to do that still have the same results as the big things that you will have done for them. So, instead of sitting there and making a great big scene, create something meaningful, something small and intimate. Because you may never know that small and little things may be one of the most intimate things that this person have seen. I mean, it is. There's some people who's like that. Some people who wants that little simple thing, and their eyes and face will just sparkle up once that happens. And then there's some people it doesn't even matter, that they just want the big shit. And to be honest, if you're dealing with somebody who always want the big elaborate things all the time and never seem satisfied, guess what you need to do? Run. Run as fast as you can. Like, seriously, run. Run the other way. Just run with the speed of light. But anyways, that's about it for this episode. Let's talk about it. Like I said, this is just, the first few episodes. So we're working out the kinks, but we're going to actually start to do this. So a lot more. And we're going to have content for Deep Talk with Sony Blaze all week long. So let's talk about it. Will always come up every Thursdays and Tuesday. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's where it premieres. So anyways, be prepared for more of Let's Talk and get into a little bit more of what Let's Talk is about. Mainly, Let's Talk is more of the subjects and matters that I wanted to discuss that doesn't have too much of a plan and probably more of a personal conversation, because eventually Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, I'm gonna have a lot more guests on there. So, and Let's Talk About It probably is gonna be a little bit more personal, but we're still working on the kinks of that. So we'll see. Anyways, thank you for joining me, Mark Corner University.